yeah.
Right. Hey, we see a barracks coming down from Daz this time, so no command center first this time.
No. This is a two-player map, and the distance, again, the map, if you look at it on the minimap, it might suggest that it's a long distance. It's not. But it still helps to have that Reaper out early. And, you know, I don't think this is going to be a too greedy of a strategy being employed by Sjaak on this map, because the natural is very far away from the main base, so early pushes by the Terran can be devastating. We have seen what happened to Jacko on Yonsu versus Daz. If Daz were to try a similar thing here, it would be even more devastating, because the range of the photon overcharge, you cannot depend on that too much on this map.
Yeah, and especially against Daz, whose early pushes are so strong, and the way he controls them. So Sjaak might be thinking, well, I kind of know my teammate. I'm going to be playing it safe.
And he lets the Zod finish.
Yeah, because there's still this SCV here.
Yes.
Chasing around the probe. Oh, the SCV's try. Oh, okay, so now they're both trying to build.
He can actually
there.
try and throw down an engineering bay if he wants to, but no. Here's the Reaper, so the Reaper will chase away any potential probes, and this is the same situation we had in game number 1. Again, the expansion is very much delayed for the Protoss player. I don't think Sjaak will be able to get that Nexus down before Daz's expansion is almost finished. But at the same time, Daz, for the same reasons that you don't want to be too greedy as a Protoss, he's getting his expansion on the high ground, and he will be floating that down later on. Even getting a bunker to defend versus potential counter pushes.
Yeah, do you think that bunker is premature? I mean, he's seen the one Zealot and the one Stalker. Do you need a bunker for that? Well, it comes in handy now, definitely.
I mean, yeah, I'd say you do. Ordinarily, you, let's say on maps like Belshir Vestige or Polar Knight, you expand on the lower ground and then you put the bunker near your expansion. But that's easy to defend, because there's no way the enemy units are getting past that bunker into your main base without taking significant damage, and you can even block them if you have SCVs around or something. You can't do it on this map. That's why Daz built his command center on the high ground and then built a bunker.
The Reaper in the main base.
Entrance.
The Reaper in the main base just went down. Sjaak caught it with his Stalker.
Yeah, that was actually. Oh, something got cancelled at the south there. What was it?
Huh.
I think it may have been a Stargate or a Twilight Council.
Okay, so we're starting to get in this mind game territory where players are thinking, well, I know that he knows that I'm building this, so now I'm going to change up the game and build something else. But what's going to be?
Yeah, I did not catch that building. I think it may have been a Stargate. Stargate would make a lot of sense on this.
Is it? But he's also making a robotics facility.
Yeah, because I mean he cancelled that building and then threw down the robo. So he's switching builds actually right now. And ooh, he might lose a second Stalker here. Does keep it alive, but he has lost one already.
Yep, that's tough. You need those to kite the enemy army all the way back to your base if there's an early push.
And observers coming out, +2 armor, so everything looking pretty much the same as the previous game. On both sides, actually, we have 3 barracks.
It's
just
actually
in game
+1
number
armor.
1.
Huh.
2 additional gateways, so everything looking very standard and very, very calm for both of these guys. And again, we have those fast gases by Sjaak, so I really do think that he'll go Templars once again. I mean, he did have a huge success with it the previous game, so why not?
Yep. Why change a winning team, right?
Yep.
Alright. Let's see here. So, do you think that the fact that the starport is about to finish will maybe trigger some significant event in Daz's strategy?
Not too much. He will probably just switch it up and get it onto the reactor and get his first 2 medevacs out. Again, the Observer!
And yeah.
Daz is onto it.
Does he have enough energy for a scan though? No.
Just barely does not have.
Now he has. So that was.
Wow. Cool beans.
Wow.
Right there from Daz the Dazzling.
Yeah, Dazzling
here,
Daz does it again.
Yeah, he does. And that's another...
He
Daz, Dazzling, that's a lot of Dazes there. But again, we see the War Prism coming out. We have the Safety Immortal out. And it's going to be, again, an attempted Storm drop.
Yep, very early Storm once again. But it will it be finished Storm before this push hits? I'm not sure.
It should finish just
Barely.
about. I mean, you pretty much have to dump all of your Chrono Boost into that, but you cannot, unless you beeline for the Storm straight away, which, you know, would mean that you die horribly in a number of other ways. Unless you beeline for that and skip everything else, you can't get it quicker than this.
Okay, but I think it's going to be just too late. There's another 10 seconds away, maybe. And
it's going to try and wait. It's going to try and delay. It's
waiting
working.
For Storm, waiting for Storm. Oh, and he's going to lose a Templar before Storm finishes. This is horrible for Sjaak.
This is actually, wow, such good execution by Daz. He knows what he is up against, and he did not lose a single unit in there. He did not overcommit, but at the same time he only killed 2 probes and 2 cannons, maybe 1 pylon went down.
So there's a Storm drop in the natural.
Yeah, there we go. So 3 SCVs killed there for Sjaak.
Okay, so it's even blows, and the blows aren't too big so far.
Yeah, definitely. Additional gateways being
close.
added on here. That was a nice patient defense by Sjaak, and Daz's execution was again very well done.
Definitely. I mean, pulling back at that moment, that exact moment, it's something that I would not have done. I was like, well, I'm shooting the Nexus. I'm just going to continue shooting the Nexus.
And that's the downfall of a lot of players. Now, look at Daz's army movements. He is hunting for that War Prism fervently here. And Sjaak, look where he hit that War Prism. He's like, you're not going to get it.
Yep. Of course, it might be in the path of a sneaky medevac trying to drop. But that's going to be coincidental if they meet up. Ooh, the Phoenix might have just spotted the Reaper. But now it can't spot anything anymore because it's taken out. The hallucination that was.
Yep. So let's see, now come the Widowmine editions and the Vikings. I must say that's a very good composition here for the Terran player ever since the Widowmine buff versus shields. It's actually quite useful versus packs of Zealots and High Templars. Reaper does get taken out. Oh, another nice switch here. I'm expecting an all-in at this point from Sjaak, since he did go and cancel that expansion. Yeah, yes, another gateway being thrown down. Maybe 1 additional gateway will go down. He is on 6 right now. He may go up to 7 or 8.
Hey, by the way, I think Sjaak might have cancelled his 3rd too fast, because if you look at the vision from Daz, he doesn't see a 3rd.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's... I always hate that you kill an enemy unit and it still has vision for another second or so. I think that's what happened here, because Daz is very much aware that Sjaak cancelled his 3rd.
Yeah, that's true. So he might be prepared, and he is. He is anticipating this, putting up bunkers. He'll have to cancel one of those, but the second one finishes. He does have ghosts. Only one of them has enough energy for an EMP, since they did go ahead and snipe a couple of Templars.
Daz is going for a drop. He feels confident that he can hold on.
That's actually a very good idea here. 1 good EMP, and this army will not be as effective.
Wow.
Let's see if he can get it. 1 storm dodges it.
That's the EMP that missed?
The EMP's missed completely.
Miss!
Not getting a single Templar, and this one last storm finishes off the army. And the drop has been fed back, actually, so it does not even get inside the Protoss main base. And Sjaak is just going to tear through this.
Well, these safety immortals have just become hazard immortals.
Yeah, definitely have.
Wow, okay, so yeah, this was an interesting fight, to say the least.
Yeah, this was a complete mayhem. I mean, Daz tried to outmaneuver and outsmart his opponent so hard, but Sjaak was a little bit smarter than his opponent, it seems like.
The Widowmines! Whoa, Sjaak has to be careful with this army.
Yeah.
Because Daz has held off. I mean, he's gonna be able to maybe mount some defense, but Sjaak is in a very comfortable position now. Of course, having his third established for real this time, or putting it down for real.
Yeah, well, he is. He's in a more than a comfortable position. I'd say. I mean, he did not lose the third command center, or did he? Yeah,
No,
I
he
think
floated it
he. I
back.
think. Yeah, I think he flew it back. So he still does have that, but he lost quite a number of workers, and he's down in army supply. His army is only 30% of what the Protoss has right now. So he'll have to defend for a while, and Sjaak knows that if he lets him build up, then this game will probably or might slip out of his hand. So he goes for another attack right now.
Look at the amount of mules that is just dropped.
Oh,
that's going to be.
That's a fresh mule hammer that's going to get taken down and dismantled.
Oh, the one.
There are no ghosts in this army right now.
Oh, look at the feedbacks. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of
I like
medevacs
seeing feedbacks.
went down there, and all these mules are going to die. And right now, I think Sjaak can just go for it. He does have a reinforcement pylon right here, so if he can just push and storm, he's going to be good.
All of his Templar are right together though, but there's no EMPs going off. And look at those storms. That's GG. Wow.